We're doing you a good turn by not extending this 10 minutes. Bill has the final word.
We know
Please,
where you,
Bill.
Jeff, we know where you stand on big government. And remember, your role is that of anchor. The critical point here is...
Please, Neil, my role of anchor is now to pass it on to Bill. I think we understand your point.
Very good.
Bill.
So, as we look at the future, one of the main things that we have to do, I agree with Paul on a social safety net, health, education in particular. But we also have to look at the mistakes policymakers made in the last 10 years. I mean, you know, it's not news that people are greedy. That's kind of human nature. It is that we made conscious decisions not to put limits on that natural human impulse. What were the mistakes? In 1998, we allowed investment banks, insurance companies to combine. We eliminated Glass-Steagall. Why was Glass-Steagall put into law? Because the last time we didn't limit greed, we got into trouble, the Great Depression. And the second mistake was in 1999, the explicit decision by an administration and a Congress not to regulate derivatives, in particular credit default swaps, that in 2002 were worth $1 trillion and today are worth $33 trillion. And that decision not to eliminate derivatives created the following sequence. You have mortgages. 1,000 mortgages is a mortgage-backed security. 1,000 mortgage-backed securities is a collateral debt obligation. 1,000 collateral debt obligations is a CDO squared, and ensuring each one of those tranches is part of that $33 trillion. And we decided not to regulate it. 384 people in the London office of AIG destroyed, destroyed.
For AIG, I'm now to blame for AIG.
No.
Why did I accept this invitation?
No. I said the London office. It could have been Hamburg. 33 people, 384 people in the London office doing the derivatives destroyed a company that had 116,000 employees in 120 countries. Why? Because there was no regulation at all. Third decision, 2004. The SEC allowed banks to go from 10-to-1 leverage to 30-to-1 leverage. And guess what? Once they were allowed to do it, they did it. And so if we're going to look at the future, we might think of undoing those three mistakes. And we might want to remember that the chairman of the Federal Reserve is supposed to remove the punch from the party when it gets out of control. And that did not happen in the Greenspan years. The opposite happened.
Thank you, Bill. Very.
Just a brief point on Neil's point on socialism. The previous administration was so ideologically free market, laissez-faire, Wild West capitalism, and they didn't believe in any prudential regulation supervision, that it created such a big financial and economic disaster that they turned out to be the socialists, because they were the ones that implemented all these policies that are now government intervention. If we had been more pragmatic, less ideological, and believing government can provide the safety net, government can provide prudential regulation supervision, we would not have this mess, and we'll have an economy that functions as a market economy where the government will have its own role. That was the problem.
Nouriel, thank you. Thank you all very much. Thank Niall Ferguson for being a brave soul up here. I would like to thank the editor and publisher of my favorite publication, the New York Review of Books, and Penn World Voices. Thank you all for being a very good audience. Thank everybody on the panel. We appreciate it.